Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakiya Chakshurabedamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhudale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamine Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatirishadharine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasati Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna everyone, good morning. So today we're going to talk something about the three modes of material nature.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear my voice and see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna. Tell me when Nandita Mataji joins.
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so this Gunatraya Vipaka Yoga. So yesterday Arjuna was asking about Prakriti, right? Material nature. So Krishna is going to explain in detail because one whole chapter is on that. So much to understand about the three modes of material nature. What are the three modes of material nature? Anyone remembers? I just mentioned the names. Is Anvesha? What are they?
Mataji, they are Satogun, Rajogun and Tamogun.
Yes. So Naina Mataji, Satoguna is what? In English, if you say, what is it? Is it ignorance, passion or goodness? Naina Mataji? Yes.
Goodness.
Yeah, so Satoguna is goodness. What about Rajagun?
Rajogun is passion.
Passion. And Tamogun?
Ignorance.
Very good. So these are the three modes. Now today's chapter you get the answer for why people are doing bad things, or why all these corruptions and all these murders and all these negative things are happening in the society. Why some people are good, why some people are bad, what is happening, why is that when I get angry I just blast and I just shout at everyone, but later on I regret for it. I realize, oh, I shouldn't have done it. And most of the cases, the murder case and all, if you go to visit a jail, when you talk to them, you come to know they regret. They really didn't want to do it, but somehow that anger comes and lust anger comes and they just do that murder. But then they regret after that, oh, why did I do it? And sometimes we can't believe that such and such person did this. We can't believe, right? This is because of the three modes acting on them, and they are not able to control them. All of us, all the conditioned soul have, but the moment we are born, we've been controlled by these three modes. You can see here, the three modes are like the three females, and they have strings on their hands, and we are like puppet. A human being is like a puppet in their hands. Sometimes Rajaguna is more, Tamaguna is more, Sattaguna is more. And let's see how to go to Sattaguna and go above that. And Krishna is above the three modes. So he's transcendental, he's above. So let's see about these three gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic, in a Bhagavad-Gita perspective. What Krishna is saying, what are Tamoguna, what is ignorance basically means, and how can you identify a person in that mode. Rajasic means what? Should we, which is better? Is sattvic good? And is something more than sattvic is there? So let's see about the three modes. Shri Bhagavanu Vaja Paramboya Pravakshami Jananam Janamuttamam Yajnatva Munaya Sarve Param Siddhim Ito Gada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, again, I shall declare to you this supreme wisdom, the best of knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained the supreme perfection. So, Krishna is going to explain the supreme knowledge, okay? So, by knowing this, they have gone to perfection. So, these are actually the sons of Daksha. So, what happened? All of them, they actually went to become Grihasthas. But then Narad Muni instructed them, they got good knowledge, and they all went into the path of salvation or liberation. So, just by knowing this knowledge, Krishna says you can reach to perfection. Idam jnanam upashritya mama sadharmayam agata sarge apino pajayante pralayena vyatanti cha. By becoming fixed in this knowledge, one can attain to the transcendental nature like my own. Thus established, one is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. That means what? No more punarjanma. So that means one is not, so the creation keeps happening. So, but then only the conditioned soul or who's fallen takes birth again and again, right? The punarjanma. But a liberated soul don't have to get born again and again. So if you know this knowledge, you can attain the transcendental abode. So this is Vaikuntha, where you can see all of them have like Vishnu form, right? See, these are all devotees, but then they got moksha, and that is called Sarubhya Mukti. You have the same form as the Lord. So Sarubhya Mukti, and by going there, you get, that is moksha. You get liberation. Different types of moksha. In that one is Sarubhya Mukti. Okay, the same form as that of the Lord. Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sampavantiya tasham brahma mahatyonir aham bija pradapida. Krishna says sarva yonishu kaunteya. You can see here all these living beings, the aquatics, the plants, the reptiles and birds and the animals, even human beings. All of these have Paramatma in them in the heart, and they are all spirit soul, right? And Krishna is the seed giving father. Aham bija pradapita. Aham means me, bija pradapita, the seed giving father. So that should be understood. Okay, so it should be understood, the son of Kunti, that all these things are made possible by birth in this material nature, that I am the seed giving father. So you know, we have been gone through all these species, right? There are how many types of species are there total? We've gone through how many janmas? Yes, Rishabh?
We have gone through 84 lakh species.
So in that 84 lakh species, we have 9 lakhs aquatics, okay? 4 lakhs is human, Chatur Lakshani Manava, okay? So based on consciousness, yesterday I was saying, no, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manonmaya, or Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. So based on the consciousness, when you take all these human beings, we are categorized into different consciousness level. As your consciousness elevates, you get moksha. So based on the consciousness and form, even human beings are different types. But Krishna says, although that's born in this material nature, I am the seed giving father. So Krishna is the seed giving father. He's a supreme father. Okay, we are all his children. Sattvam rajastama iti guna prakriti sambhava nibaddha nati mahabaho dehi namavyayam. So what is Krishna saying? Material nature consists of three modes. What are they? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, that is when they are born, O mighty Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by the three modes. That's why the spirit soul is called conditioned soul. We've been conditioned or controlled by the three modes. You can see here in this picture, you've seen a puppet show. Is like this, they move like this, the puppets. It's not there now, but we can see it in videos, right? The puppet has been fully controlled by the owner. It has been tied, all the parts is tied, and as the owner moves it, the puppet moves. If the owner doesn't move, the puppet stays still. Same way, we've been controlled. See, today morning, like some people didn't want to come for the class. It was raining yesterday and it's so nice to sleep. Okay, then that's, so we'll see which guna is that. Okay, that they don't want to get up, they snooze the mobile. How many times we all have snoozed our mobile? So the laziness, that and all comes in ignorance part. That is in tamo guna. Who is making us do? Actually we want to get up, but somebody is controlling us. Didn't you all feel that, that in some situation in the office or anything, you get frustrated and you just shout, show your anger to someone, and later on you regret, you're like, why did I do it? I really didn't want to do this, but something, somehow someone is making me do. So who's that? That is the three modes we can't see. That's in the material nature, and these three modes are controlling us. And sometimes we go to a shop, we are so passionate, we would have gone to get only one dress, but we'll buy some 3 4 dress and come. You're like, I want that, I want this, I want this. That's greedy, right? It happens to us, right? We will just go with a small list and we'll come back from the supermarket with a big uh, list of things. That's passion, greedy. So that time Rajaguna is increasing in us. Every time the three gunas is acting on us. But sometimes one is more, one is less, one is more, like that. Okay. And goodness, yes, when you come for Bhagavad Gita class, when you feel like chanting and you do all these spiritual things and all, have that is calm life, sattvic life. But something is more than that, is Shuddha Sattva or pure goodness. We'll see that. Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvam Prakasha प्रकाशाकम् अनामयं शुकसङ्गेन भेदन् बध्नाति ज्ञानसङ्गेन चानका. Oh, sinless one. Anisha Mataji, can you read? I'm not able to see that part. Oh, sinless one. Anyone please read?
Yeah, Mataji. O sinless one, the mode of goodness being purer than others, the eliminating and it frees from all sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge.
Yeah, so this is about Sattvagun. So Sattvagun, what happens? Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvam. So those who are situated in that mode is happy. Okay, they have the sense of happiness and knowledge. So you can see this picture, it has all the three modes. So this is Sattvagun. He's having a sattvic lifestyle. He is into spiritual life. Okay, and his food and the way he manages the life, everything is in Sattvagun. Okay, because these gunas, how can we develop these gunas? By our eating habits. It's you are what you eat. So the more you eat prasad and transcendental things offered to the Lord, sattvic lifestyle, vegetarian food, then you become sattvic, right? The thoughts, everything becomes sattvic. You associate with devotees, you start chanting spiritual life. So slowly the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, all its anger, greed, lust will get controlled, and that is sattvagun. They are happy and they are full in knowledge. But what about tamoguna? You can see here, he's addicted to all kind of intoxication and he really don't know what he's doing. 99% of all the crimes that's happening in all over the world is because of intoxication, right? Once they are intoxicated with alcohol or drugs or something, they do the crime. Normal sense, they know it's wrong to do it, but somehow because they are intoxicated, they're not in their normal consciousness, they do this, right? And some are rajagun, passion, I want that, greedy about money and more always. So they are restless, they are not ever happy, they are not satisfied. So that was about Sattvagun, which was in happiness and goodness. Then Tamogun, Tamastva Ajnana Jamvidhi Mohanam Sarvadehinam Pramadalasya Nidrapis Tanni Pantanadi Bharata. The son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness or ignorance, born of ignorance, is the delusion of all the embodied living entities. So they are in delusion, Maya. The result of this mode is madness, indolence, sleep, which bind the condition. So yes, sleep is good. 6 hours for adults, 8 hours for kids. Might be half an hour or a nap or something in the afternoon. But more than that, sleeping, like going on sleeping till 10 a.m., 11 a.m., that's not actually good. It makes you more lazy. Just, early to bed, early to rise makes the man healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's correct. So you get up early. You all have come for the class. I've seen some people come at 5:30 and all. You feel fresh that day, right? But the day you oversleep, it's like laziness. So these are the three gunas. Is it clear? Rajagun, Sattvagun, Tamagun. Okay, let's see. Sattaguna means goodness. That means that person is in real knowledge, that person do spiritual activities, he's in a sattvic lifestyle. That's a golden balance here. Okay, sattva gun. Next is rajogun. Rajogun is selfish desires. Okay, overexcited, manic, obsessive, addicted, greed, selfish, overactive. All this will come seen in rajasic people. So, and tamasic is again a selfish aversion, that is dull, depressed, repressed, damaged, neglect, denied, and underactive. So laziness basically. Okay, so always these three gunas always act on a condition. So always we've been controlled by three gunas, but some guna dominates sometime. That we can decide what to do. We can train our life in such a way that sattaguna increases and the tamogun, rajagun is decreased. But that needs training. So let's see in detail mode of goodness. You have a surprise waiting at 6:30. Okay, so please do stay. Mode of goodness is sattva. It's pure actually. That's real happiness, and they are in knowledge, free from all sinful reaction. They are equal to all. And what do they do after they die? They go to higher planets because they are doing punya. Okay, you can see a boy helping up a boy who's not well. So the helping mentality, showing sympathy to the poor and compassion, all this comes in goodness. Passion, that is rajoguna. Unlimited desires. Desires are like that. Okay, I get a phone, I want a better one. I want an iPhone. iPhone only, I have different series. I want more, more, more. This is unlimited desire. The more our desire is, the more we are unhappy. That's true, right? Because we try to work to fulfill the desire, and when that desire is not fulfilled, we become angry, and you're frustrated and depressed. So all these comes because of Rajaguna, unlimited desires, and they are attached to the fruits of activities. Oh, I'm going to get salary today. Salary, 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 nothing else. They just money, money. I want to buy a lot of gadgets, and they are working only for money, nothing else. They don't want any other any other things from. They don't want that happiness of peace of mind from spiritual life. Nothing. They just passionate. They just identify themselves as body, hankering and lamenting. Hankering means I want that, I want that, I want that. And once you get it, if something happens to it or some it breaks, then you lament, you feel bad. Greedy, they want more. And in misery, because of greediness, what happens? If thing doesn't get fulfilled, you become sad. And what do? They take birth on the earth again because they have not these desires. I told you, the more you have desires, and if a soul dies without fulfilling his desire, he definitely takes a rebirth. Definitely. That's why we should limit our desires. That how the desires are always there in all human beings, but we can redirect the desire. If the desire is going to a mobile phone or computer or something, you redirect it to spiritual life. Your desires should go to spiritual life. Oh, I have to chant more. Oh, I'm greedy to chant more. I'm greedy to listen about Krishna. I want to go back to Krishna. This is a real greediness. We should have. Then there is no rebirth. So mode of goodness, they go to heaven. Mode of passion, they take birth in the earth. And what about mode of ignorance, or tamoguna, in darkness, in madness? So oversleeping. Okay, so the last picture was they are so much involved into body things that they are so much into exercising. And we have seen, no, some boys, they take these steroid injections so that they get the muscles, and also that's actually bad. It can lead to cancer. But then they don't know. They just want the body to be developed. They're so passionate. And tamoguna is in darkness, madness, oversleeping, addicted to intoxicants, foolish. And what do? Go to hellish planets. So most of the negative things happening in the world is because the tamoguna is dominating in that person. Okay, so you might ask, what about Krishna? Krishna is the Paramatma in a heart, but he is giving you options. He's not saying you should live in only in Sattva. He's a sweet father, as I told you. He gives us freedom. That's why he created these three modes, and you can decide. Krishna has given you the freedom. You can decide whether to stay in Tamagun or slowly elevate to Rajagun and then to Sattvagun. We are all born in Tamaguna. Okay, all are ignorant. But slowly, slowly, we can elevate ourselves and come to Sattvagun. So you can see here, the whole family is into gadgets and too much involved in gadgets. They don't have time to talk to each other. That's what happened in most of our family now, right? But that's Tamaguna. It's not good. And this is also a picture for Tamaguna. Sometimes we are all like this, right? So lazy, sit in front of the TV, change the channel, change. Nothing. We're not getting benefited by anything, and just eat lot of snacks and fast food, grow fat. This is what happens to the kids. They're not okay because of corona, they can't go out, but still they're not actively involved in anything, and they become dull. Okay, this is how they get spoiled their life. So these are the three gunas. It's clear. Sattva means pure goodness. Okay. Rajoguna is passion, overactive, and tamoguna is ignorant, underactive, or sleepy and lazy. Okay, these are the three gunas. Now there's something called pure sattvagun or shuddha sattvagun, pure goodness, that is above the three modes. And that's where Lord Krishna is, and the devotees of the Lord are also there. So pure sattaguna or shuddha sattaguna means fully engaged in devotional activities, and not doing any kind of sin, and always involved in hearing and chanting about the Lord and all that. So everyone is born in tamoguna. So slowly we elevate, we become rajoguna. You can't directly go to shuddha sattoguna. Slowly, then you start practicing sattvic lifestyle, then starts chanting, you go to Sattvagun. Then you go to Shuddha Sattvagun, pure goodness. So those in Shuddha Sattvagun go back to Krishna. So these are the three gunas: Rajagun, passion; Sattvagun, goodness; Tamagun, ignorance. Okay. So these are this Rajagun, desires, lot of desires they have, and Sattvagun, it's pleasure and positiveness. Tamagun is negative, demoniac. The asuras are in Tamagun. So this is how a soul is. So can anyone guess? The soul has been pulled by the three modes. Okay, so these three people are the three modes. Now tell me, which is this person? That means which is the mode which always pulls us towards? Anyone can guess?
Tamoguna.
Very good, Tamoguna. Yes. Why, Chinmayanta Prabhu? Why Tamoguna is always dominating us?
Because don't want to do us the things which are related to Sattvagun or
Ah,
related to
yes,
Bhakti.
he don't want to leave us to Krishna. That's what the role of Maya is, right? So these gunas come under Maya, okay? That is Mahamaya or material nature. So the material nature is made up of three modes: Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun, and Tamoguna mostly dominates because Maya Devi don't want us to go to spiritual world. Don't want this conditioned soul. She wants this conditioned soul to suffer. Why? Maya Devi is also Krishna's agent only. But then if there is no opposition, then how will we take the challenge of going to Sattvagun? Krishna wants to see, right? Because once we go there, we don't want to come back. We should be qualified to reach there. So there is always test, okay? And Krishna says, De Vishesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prabhatyante Maya Etam Tarantite. So Krishna says, this Maya is also mine. This material nature is also mine. If you want to cross the material nature, what you should do? You should take surrender to me. Mameva ye pravatyante, maya etam tarandite. Then you can cross the material nature. So Durga Devi is also an agent of the Lord. She's testing you. It's not easy to go back to Krishna. Even though I say just chant Hare Krishna, you can go back, but then it's very important your intentions of chanting. And in order to go to America, you need a passport, you need a visa, you need that. There's so many things, right? So is it easy to go back to Krishna Loka? Yes, it's easy because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. It's easy. But then still there's a lot of tests a devotee has to go through. Okay, because Krishna want to see how sincere you are. Are you just faking it, or are you really ready to go back to Krishna? So the tamoguna always pulls you more. The conditions, the soul is called conditioned because we've been controlled by the three modes. Okay, so the tamoguna always pulls you. So most of the time you snooze your mobile, you don't want to get up early. Some kids are lazy to take bath. Some kids are lazy to go to school and to pray, to go to temple. They don't want to chant, right? Some days we are like, oh, why chanting? No. And we all have to do 16 rounds. You're doing one round, right? 108 times. So all of us, my co-host, everyone, we are all doing 16 times 108 rounds. So that's what Srila Prabhupada gave us. We have to follow that. Slowly you can elevate. Don't stress yourself to 16 rounds. Slowly you go to that round. One round, two round, 4, 6. I took 6 months to come to 16 rounds. It takes time. Each one has their own speed. So we'll do that. But sometimes I feel like, oh, I'll do tomorrow, or might be half, I'll do 8 rounds and 8 rounds tomorrow. Long back, initially I was doing like that. But then that was Tamoguna dominating on me, right? So Tamoguna always dominates on us. We are lazy sometimes. Mothers are lazy to cook. Some people are lazy to go to work. So this laziness, that is always dominating. But then what to do? Rajoguna and Sattoguna is also pulling us. But Rajoguna, right? We become passion. So the most strongest is Tamoguna. He's pulling us more. And the Rajoguna is second strong. Even we become greedy and passion and whatnot, right? You go out to a mall, then you become so greedy. You want everything. Your eyes get attracted to beautiful things, and your smell get attracted to restaurants, and you want to go eat, right? So, but Sattoguna is there. But you should make that Sattoguna strong by having a nice lifestyle, okay? And by doing spiritual activities, the Sattoguna can be made strong. And slowly you can elevate yourself to Shuddha Sattoguna. Rajastamascha vipuya sattvam bhavati bharata raja sattvam tamaschaiva tama sattvam rajastata. So what happens? Sometimes the mode of goodness become prominent. I told you, all the three modes are acting on us, but sometimes goodness comes up. That is Sattvagun, defeating the modes of passion and ignorance. O son of Bharata, sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and at other times, ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there is always competition for supremacy. So always there is a competition. Sometimes Tamaguna is more, sometimes Sattaguna is more, sometimes Rajaguna is more, right? Always there's a competition. Every day, every minute, there is competition. So those who die in Sattagun go to heavenly planets. Those who die in Rajagun goes to earth. They take rebirth in earth. So okay, and those who die in Tamagun, they take birth in animals. They're ignorant. They don't know anything about soul and spiritual life and nothing. They are in the in that low conscious level because they're living like an animal, right? Animals also don't know about God. They can't inquire about God, right? It's almost going to be 6:30. So you should identify the modes. Okay, now, is it ready, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Aishwarya Mataji.
Yeah, you're ready? All of you are there?
Yes, Aishwarya Mataji, can you please tell them that it's fictional, what you're going to be doing now?
Yeah, it is. I said it's just for fun. Okay, don't take it seriously. Just for fun. Yes. So all of you, please on your video. So we'll just have a quick role play. Okay. Yes. Hare Krishna. So let's take you to an office setup. Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can you make co-host to Suman Mataji?
Oh, where is she?
Sumana Mataji is joining.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, so I'm going to take you to an office setup. Okay, now let's see what's happening in that office. Rushan Prabhu, on your video, I can't spotlight you. So let's go to let's go to a cabin. Okay, office cabin. The boss is it's an office setup. Jyoti Priya Mataji is the boss, and Rushan is the new employee who just joined the office. And let's see the conversation between the boss and the new employee. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Roshan, please have your seat. I need to talk to you. Roshan, we have been working on this project in 6 months. And what have you done? You have destroyed in a blink of an eye. We poured our blood, sweat, and tears into this project. I'm disappointed the way you have handled this project. This is a very huge loss to the company. When I find an employee who turns out not to be suitable for the job, I feel it's my fault because I have made the decision of hiring you. I will not tolerate this type of attitude anymore. Remember, you are in a corporate world and can't afford to have gestation period to perform, Roshan. Consider this as my last warning. If you fail to honor my commands, be prepared to pack your bag. I hope you understood, Roshan.
Yes, I'm really sorry, man.
Okay, so now there was a discussion between the boss and the new employee, right? So the boss is actually scolding the new employee because there's some things went wrong in the project, and let's see the new employee, he is just confused now what to do. Now he naturally, what happens when the boss scold you, you go to your colleagues and speak to them. So now he's going to the cabin of Nandita, who is a kind of senior employee in the office, and let's identify the mode which she is in. Okay, so I'm going to unmute someone and ask which mode she's representing. Let's hear their dialogues, the conversation, and then let's get back to know which mode she's representing. Hare Krishna.
Oh, is that you, Roshan?
Yes, Nandita ma'am.
Oh, you don't seem to be too happy. But you know what? I saw you in the CEO's cabin yesterday and today, but I couldn't hear what was said. So what happened, Roshan?
Yes, our boss. She just she's crazy on me. Every time she just tells me and just scolds me every time when she meets me.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm
ha.
frustrated now. Like yesterday also and today also she did the same thing. Like for a small mistake, she is making a big havoc.
Oh, Roshan. That's so sad. You're being treated very unfairly, like the rest of us. Okay. I'm sure the CEO told you, like, this is the law and I lay it down. You have to do exactly what I say. Is this what she said?
Yes, yes.
Because, I hear this from all the employees. Okay. See, Roshan, it breaks my heart to tell you the truth, but I should, be honest with you because you're a new employee and you have to know the system of this office. She is a dictator. She's a control freak. She is, I don't know how to tell you, she's stubborn as a mule, okay? And she's an autocrat. She doesn't want our opinions. She wants to use our talents and further her career. She wants to get promotions and juicy bonuses, but we don't get anything in the bargain. And let me warn you in the beginning, when she does a performance appraisal, she is such a miser, so tight-fisted. She's a conjuice. She will act as if she's taking out loose change from her pocket and giving it to you, as your bonus. I don't know, it's terrible. I hear everything from different employees, and I know this, that's what I'm telling you. But look, Roshan, I have a solution for you. Okay. If you come, I can take you under my wing, protect you, groom you, develop you, and you can climb the ladder of success so easily. Fast track. I'll make sure. All you have to do is be my unofficial eyes and ears in the office. You just see everything, you move around freely, and you come back and report it to me. Okay, that's all you have to do. Every information is important, Rushan. Please, you must pay attention. Just give me a minute. I got a call. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. He took sick leave yesterday. Oh, he went to watch a James Bond movie. Latest one. First day, first show, huh? Okay. Oh, you didn't do your sales reports? Okay, I'll have it done. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll remember it during your performance appraisal and all. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Roshan. That was one of the employees of this office who kind of gave me a very good information. Now, Roshan, look, in your MBA or whatever, you've learned a lot of things. But here I'll show you a practical demonstration of how to make use of the office information system. Okay, just give me another minute. I need to call the HR person because, I'm very honest. I should let people know what's happening in this company. No, they won't know otherwise. They'll be only concentrating on their work. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah, connect me to the HR, please. Yeah, hi, good morning. Yeah, you know what? You remember the CEO's favorite, Richard, no? It seems he was sick yesterday and he took a day off. Yeah, you know what? First of all, he has a conference coming up soon. So he's the important speaker there. And the CEO will be very upset if he's not feeling well or whatever. So, and yesterday he was sick. He took a day off, sick leave. Yeah, he must have gone to the doctor and got a lot of tests done. This flu and all is going around in the office. You never know if it's contagious or what. So what I'm suggesting is, through my experience, is that you take his medical reports and see if everything is okay with him. Okay. Yeah, because, I want to protect my team and the whole office. I look out for their welfare, okay? Their health and all is very important. Yeah, and remember, he's the CEO's favorite. So, you have to keep an extra special eye on him. Yeah. Oh, you'll send me the reports as soon as you get them. Yeah, the medical reports. Okay, fine. Yeah. I'll take you out to lunch one of these days, Daisy. Okay, thank you. Okay. Rushan, what do? I have so many things. I have so many people to manage. Okay, Rushan, where was I? Okay. See, Rushan, you have no career in this company if you don't take uh, one of the options that I've already told you about. Okay, I've already demonstrated practically on how things work in an office. Okay, so now the easiest way is come back to me with what you discovered and we'll see how it goes. You can ask a lot of people. I am like, I'm very experienced. I know how to guide all these new employees, get their promotions, bonuses. You can ask a lot of people. They'll tell you, I've been there for years, and I know how to handle the CEO and all. They come and go, but I remain. So you should learn from people like me. And, there is, I like to keep tabs on everyone in the company because, I like to take care of them. The welfare of the company is in my heart, and, all this gossip and all, it should be treated like information in the right way. Then only, it's useful for the company's welfare. And I care only about that always. Give me a minute. I think I'm getting a call. Oh my God, I've got 3 missed calls from Richard. I wonder if he wants to tell me about the movie of yesterday. Oh yeah, I've got a call from HR. Yeah, I have a lot of, there's going to be fireworks this afternoon when all this happens, okay? I've got a lot of people, situations to manage. I mean, sales reports to write, okay? So I'm a little busy right now and I've got to prepare for the show, no? Fireworks and all should be done. Okay, I'm writing my sales report actually. There's a meeting in the afternoon. Okay, let me see. What? Rushan, you're still here? Haven't you gone to collect some information? I just give you an explanation. See, I'm like sunshine. I go in the office and spread joy. You're still here. Don't you know about the early bird catching the worm, blah, 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 blah? Go. I have work to do and people to call, okay? You can come back anytime. My doors are always open to you. Yeah, HR. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Wasn't the boss enough? Now this Nandita ma'am has also come. Like she has frustrated me more. Now what shall I do?
Hare Krishna. So that was a conversation between Nandita and Rushan, one of the employee. So do you think it really helped the devotee or the employee? Did it really help, or what was it actually, Chinmay Prabhu? Which mode was she representing, kind of?
She was representing Rajas,
Little bit Rajas, but what was more in her?
Tamas.
Yeah, it was tamas actually. It was because tamagun and rajasgun almost go hand in hand. But even though she was pulling that employee down, right, telling all negative things and all this negative things in life. Okay, so that was one of the conversation. And now he is going to another person in the employee who is Anusha. Okay, so let's see their conversation and let's identify the mode in which she is representing.
Hi, Rushan. What's up? Why are you so sad?
Hey ma'am, what shall I say? Now, like the boss has already scolded me, and this Nandita ma'am, she came on top of her, and she also was like bluffing only, blah blah blah. I was frustrated, and she frustrated me more. Now, like boss was scolding me, that wasn't enough. She scolded me for doing such a small mistake, and she scolded me like I've created a big havoc to the company.
You know what, Rushan? That happens all the time. It happens to me. The boss is very partial. Why do you care about the boss? Just do your job, make more and more money, earn bonuses and all, and just take the salary back home. Okay. I have been working in this company like around 2 years. Yeah. I just do my work and I don't care what the boss says. She always shouts on everybody. It's okay. Just we are here to just make money, right? Just chill with the money. Okay. I have bought a new car last year, and I have got a new house also. And you don't know how much I love, shopping. The top which I'm wearing right now is like from Zara, and I use only Apple products. Guess how I got all these products from? Making bonuses, just making money, money, money. Just don't care about what people say. Yeah, just do your own work, just make money, just keep that in your mind. Okay. And you know what, uh, one second. uh, One second, just hold on. Do you want to know what I'm searching on my tab?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm just finding out the 10 ways to make money very quickly, fastly, and easily. Do you want that link to be shared with you?
Okay, please share me the link also, please.
Yeah, I'll ping you and it will be shared. Okay, fine. I'll catch you later. I'm actually investing my money in my IPL betting. This season I'm gonna make more and more money. Yesterday I lost a lot, like around 50,000, but today I'm not gonna lose not even a single penny. Okay, bye bye.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Wasn't Nandita ma'am and our boss enough? So she also came in between and she frustrated me more. Now I'm like, I'll blast. My mind will blast now.
Ritvik Prabhu, can you identify Anisha Mataji's mode?
It was Rajogun.
Yeah, it was Rajagun. She was
Passionate.
always passionate. She
Passionate.
wanted more money. Yes, thank you. Yes, okay. So now Rushan is double frustrated, right? Nothing helped him. These two people didn't help him. Now let's see. He is going to Sumana Mataji's cabin and let's see what's happening there. Let's watch and identify the mode she is in.
Good morning, Sumana ma'am.
Hi, Roshan. What happened? You look so upset. What happened,
Yes,
Roshan?
like our boss, she just scolded me for just a small mistake, and she created a big havoc about it. And after that, when I went to Nandita ma'am's cabin, she also was bluffing like blah blah blah, and I wasn't, didn't wanted that, but she then too told me everything. And then later I went to Anusha ma'am's cabin, and she was talking about her own self, like I did this, I did that. None of my business. What should I do with that?
Okay. Roshan, I understand how you must be feeling. See, I'll tell you one thing. Listen to me very carefully. I am with this organization for the last 8 years. Okay. I have always seen employees are respected and appreciated in this organization. Okay, Roshan. While it's fully understandable that most organizations look, askance at the perpetual hoppers. So remember that. I have seen Jyoti ma'am struggling for chance to catch her breath from one project to another. Probably, she had a rough day as everyone, and then maybe she pulled you in. Isn't that possible, Rishan?
Yes, that is possible.
Possible, right? See, you are new in the system. I understand that you have a very strong experience and all, but when we change the organizations, each organization work differently. They have a different set of protocols. Okay, so what my suggestion is, you give some time to yourself and also to the people around you. Try and learn how this company is working. Have some patience, and I'm sure things will fall in place. You can't keep changing jobs. No, we have to struggle in these circumstances. I mean, all circumstances. So let's seek and find a way out. Okay, that's my honest suggestion to you. Look, I have one more suggestion. Why don't you seek some spiritual help? Why don't you read few books by Srila Prabhupada or Bhagavad-Gita just to start with? These books help reduce the confusion and get more clarity on the path that we are going on. If you take Srila Prabhupada's book, he explains it very nicely, that, how our senses, if not used in correction with the spiritual purposes, will definitely manipulate our soul also. Not only our brain, they'll pollute our mind also. Okay, so if you think it is too, way beyond, let's start with, why don't you start with the simple steps like
start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Why don't you do that? I do most of the time. See, I want you also to do whenever you feel like, this happens, whenever you feel like you're demotivated or dejected, you can just chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When I do that, when most of the time, as I said, I will do that. When I do that, I feel like a secret door to my inner world is opened, and then all my questions are answered. Besides, you can always come back to me anytime. I can be your mentor. Okay, Roshan, give it a try. I'm confident that very soon you will change your perception.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am, for guiding me in the spiritual knowledge, and I'll definitely try because you are insisting me for this.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, Nitikshna, which mode was Sumana Mataji in?
Satvik.
Yeah, so Satvik, and it really helped the employee, right? Yes. So this was the whole team, and yes, so we should really appreciate the work they did, right? So this was nice. Was it nice, Abhinaya? Could you really identify the modes and understand the difference?
Yes, ma'am. It was really good.
Hare
Really good
Krishna.
presentation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thank you all. They are all my co-hosts. They are all my strength, and we are able to do this Bhagavad-Gita sessions just because of them. Thank you so much. They're all busy with work also, but still they came. Thank you so much, Sumana Mataji, Anisha Mataji, Rushan
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna
Nandita
Mataji.
Mataji, and Jyoti Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Aiswarya Mataji.
It
This
was
role
nice.
play was best.
Yeah, so the role play is best. And then thank you. Okay, so you can leave. Those who want to go for work can leave. So we were like somewhere in the middle, right? We were identifying the modes. So yes, so this I always do with the kids to identify. They can see a role play and identify the modes so that we know which mode we should be in and which mode we should not be in, right? So this is our office setup, what happens every day in our life. So try to be in the Sattvagun. That is really good for us. Every time gossiping and this, everything happens in the office. Don't get demotivated. Because only if you have a spiritual path, then you can remain strong. So you can identify which mode you all belong to depending on the time you wake up. Are you waking up at 5 a.m. or something like that in the Brahma Muhurta? Then you are in Sattvagun. Then are you still sleeping just half an hour before office? You just get up and then brush fast and then hurry up and go? Or are you really sleeping even then at 11 and all? It happens most of the Sundays, right? So this is a guna be dominating sattva, rajas, tamo guna on us. And the books preferred, are you reading some kind of spiritual book? Are you reading something like how to become rich or something? And then a comics, like this is not our age, might be kids can do that. And this is again the mode, okay, in Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun. So the books you read, the time you wake up, the food you eat, everything determines your gunas. And after waking up, what do you do? Are you doing some kind of spiritual activities in life, or are you just so passionate? Yes, exercising is good. I'm not against it. Go for a jog or walking. It's good for the health, right? We need to have our healthy lifestyle. But are you too much involved into building up the body, taking steroids and bothered about your looks? Or are you still on bed even after waking up, just going on through WhatsApp and Facebook? Some people are like that. Unless they don't see the WhatsApp and Facebook early in the morning, they're not happy. So but then it takes a lot of our time, and that's early morning hours is very precious, right? And sleeping time, are you kind of an early bird, just go early and sleep, or just late like 11, sometimes at 2 p.m. Some people watch movies for a longer time, but that's not good. You won't get proper sleep there, because in nature itself, tamaguna is dominating. In nature also, there are so many gunas. Early morning, Brahma Muhurta, Sattaguna is dominating. That's why kids are made to study that time, or we do good things that time, chanting and all that devotional activities in Sattaguna time. During the day, it is Rajaguna more in the nature, and at night after 12, it's Tamoguna more. So we have the different modes, sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. So you can identify which mode you are in. Lobha pravritir arambha karmanam asama prispriha rajasi etani jayante vivrite baradarshapa. Okay, so what is Krishna saying here? Mataji, can you read the But I mean, this translation I'm not able. Yeah. O chief of Bharatas, when there is an increase in the mode of passion, the symptoms of great attachment, fruitive activities, intense endeavor, and uncontrolled desire, a hankering develops, right? See, the person is greedy. He wants more, 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 money, money, money. And then what happens in Rajogun? When they don't get the money, you work hard, hard, you hunger, lament, and then you want things, things, things. But we know all these things which we are earning so hard, everything is lost at the time of death, right? But why are you hungering so much? A lot of frustration, and because of this, so many bad things happen. I like this picture. Aprakasho apravrittischa pramado moha evacha tamasi etani jayante vivrite kurunandana. So much in tamoguna, that's so much involved in TV. This happens most of the houses there. The kids are like fully into video games and all that. They're in kind of tamogun, become lazy. He is lazy to take the glass from the table and drink. He has a bigger straw so that he doesn't have to work. So when there is an increase in the mode of ignorance, that is tamogun, O son of Kuru, darkness, inertia, madness, and illusions are manifested, right? So you're just so lazy. Actually, this TV really makes us lazy, right? It takes a lot of time. You can see here the gadgets. He's having pizzas and whatnot, and he's like fully there. He has a tummy and his health is not good. This is what happens most of the time. When there is no illumination, knowledge is absent, one is in the mode of ignorance and does not work by regulative principles. He wants to act whimsically for no purpose. Even though he has the capacity to work, he makes no endeavor. This is called illusion, right? So this is what happens in most of the time. We become so inactive and lazy. So that is tamoguna dominating on us. यथा सत्त्वे प्रवृत्ते तु प्रलयं याति देहभृत् तदोत्तामं पितं लोकन् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते. One who dies in the mode of goodness, he attains a pure higher planets of the great sages. So I told you, right? These are the sons of Daksha. When Narad Muni instructed them, they came to Sattaguna. Okay, so if you die in Sattaguna, you leave the body in Sattaguna, you go to heavenly planet. Rajasi pralayam gatva karma sangyeshu jayate tata pralinas tamasi muda yonishu jayate. When one dies in the mode of passion, he takes birth among those engaged in fruitive activities. And when one dies in the mode of ignorance, he takes birth in animal kingdom. So I told you, if we live a life like an animal, a tiger, a pig, or a bear and all, you become an animal in the next life. Material nature, and God will think you have been given a human form, you're misusing it. What is the purpose of human form? To inquire about God and to try to go back to God. Only in human form can we do it. But if we live like animal, aharam, nidra, bayam, maidanam, eating, sleeping, making, defending, then the material nature will give you that body in future, right? So that's very important. In Puranas it said there are different reasons given why a person is born as a tree, why a person is born as a pig, and all that. So we should be careful. This life is the preparation for the next life. So decide what you want for the next life and train your life in such a way. Urdhvam gacchandi sattvastha madhye tishtandi rajasa jaganya guna vrittista adho gacchandi tamasa. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go to higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on the earthly planets. Those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to hellish planets. So we already have seen the Goloka chart, right? The heavenly planets, Brahmaloka, Satyaloka, all that. So when you do good pious deeds, you go there. Then if you are so passionate, desire, you take birth in the earth. Or you do kind of ignorance, tamoguna thing, you go to hellish planet. But even if you go to heaven, you have rebirth. Brahma Bhuvanarloka Punaravartana Arjuna. Shine Punya Matyaloka Vishanti. Definitely you will come back earth. So what should we do? We should transcend the three modes, go to Shuddha Sattoguna, have a good spiritual life so that no more coming back. Mam chayo vyabicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatiyat tityaina titaidan brahma bhutaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the mode of material nature and thus come to the level of Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. So I told you now, Anandamaya, that is the higher consciousness. So if you want to not take rebirth again, you have to elevate yourself to Shuddha Sattoguna, pure goodness, and these modes won't manage you. I told, once we go to a house where there's a dog, and if your friend comes out, the dog stop barking because the dog knows you are his friend. Same way, when you take Krishna with you, the modes of material nature knows, oh, that's a devotee. I can't do anything to that devotee. I can't. So if you can see, devotees are always in Shuddha Satogun, Tamogun, Rajagun. Nothing will bother them. Okay, so slowly we have to elevate ourselves. For that, we should have a good spiritual life. Only those who engage in devotional service can transcend, that can overcome the three modes and come to the Shuddha Satogun, Brahman level. Okay, so Brahma Janadi Idi Brahmana. That's a qualification of a Brahmana, to know about Brahman. So if you want to see, Krishna is controlling the three modes, right? He is the supreme controller, proprietor. So if we are surrendered to Krishna, then these people can't do anything. The modes can't do anything to you. Okay, so you want a proof from the Shastras? I'll give you a proof. Story of Valmiki Muni. Valmiki Muni was Ratnagar. So let's see how he was in Tamoguna. He lived his life in Tamoguna, but slowly he became Rajagun, Satugun, and he went to Shuddha Satugun. So he was called Ratnagar. He was a hunter, okay, in a forest, and he hunt all the animals, kill all the animals. So one day Narad Muni went there and asked, "What are you doing? It's sin to kill. So you go to hell. And what is this happening? You are in Tamogun. Will your family take the sin, take your karma?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm killing for my family. My family takes my karma." Then Narada Muni said, "Go ask in your family." So he went to his son and he asked, "Will you share my sin?" And son is like, "No, why should I, dad? You are doing the karma. Why should I take the karma? Share it." And the wife also, he asked, "Will you share my sin?" And the wife was like, "No, why should I?" And he went to his father, "Will you share my sins?" Father was also not interested. And finally he realized, "Oh, I'm doing so much sin." And he went to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni told, "Chant Lord's name." He could not chant. He was a hunter. Not everyone can chant Lord's name. You need little pious punya to chant. So he started Mara, Mara, Mara. Mara in Sanskrit means to kill. Okay, so he knows that word. Okay, Mara, Marna, Marna, Marna means kill, right? Die. So he started chanting Mara, Mara. And how will it come? When you chant Mara, 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 it becomes Rama, Rama, Rama. Okay, anyway, Navami is coming on 21st, Wednesday, day after tomorrow. So yes, so he was starting Mara, but it became Rama, and the Lord was so pleased, and he blessed him, and he became Valmiki Muni and composed Ramayana. Just imagine, he was a hunter, he was in Tamogun, but how did he go to Shuddha Sattvagun? By association of pure devotee, Narad Muni. So like that, if you take association of devotees, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Hoi, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoi. So if we associate with pure devotee, how can we get to pure devotee? Srila Prabhupada is a pure devotee. Start reading his books, start hearing his lectures, you start associating with Prabhupada. Then the Vani, you don't have to physically interact with a guru. You can take his instructions, Vani also. Okay, that's how Valmiki Muni went there. So this is real happiness. To do devotional service is real happiness. So Bhagavad-Gita, you can make it as a best friend in any situation of life. And always chanting is only way to realize God, right? So if you have a good spiritual life, slowly Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamagun, all will just sleep, and you will be in Shuddha Sattvagun. And once you go to Shuddha Sattvagun, no, a person who leaves his body in Shuddha Sattvagun, no more Punarjanma. That's our goal, right? So please identify the mode in which the three things are. Can anyone identify which mode is the crow? Where can you see the crow mostly? It's in the waste and all the garbage area, right? So anyone raise your hand? Can you identify? Yes, Naina Mataji. The crow is in which mode?
Tamagun.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. The honeybee is in which mode?
Rajogun.
So passionate, like honey, 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 sweeter than like that. Yes, Chinmay and the Prabhu, a swan. What about a swan?
Sattvagun.
Yeah, because the swan always drink crystal clear water, and if you mix water and milk and give, a swan can take only the milk. So any living entity you take around you, all have one mode dominating. It's not that the crow doesn't have Sattvagun Rajagun. It's there, but it's less. The amount is less. Okay, same way human beings are also governed by three modes, and then you develop it. So this is what I'm telling. So Sattvagun is there in a tiger. So when a tiger hugs a human, because this man took care of the tiger when he was small. So he's the trainer. So he hunts the trainer because he's in Sattagun now. But the same tiger can become Rajagun and chase a person and kill him. And the same tiger can sleep and sleep and sleep in Tamagun. So this is what I'm telling. All the modes are acting in the same person. But sometimes one mode is more great, one mode is less. So we can decide which mode should dominate on us by having a good sattvic style, sattvic diet, a spiritual life, doing all that good things in life by making your soul stronger by chanting. So the way more your soul becomes stronger, all the other gunas don't affect you at all, and have a good kind of lifestyle, and take prasad offered to the Lord. Then that's the only way to control the mind, by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. So put your brain into this Hare Krishna mantra. In office also, let anything happen in the office, you do your work. Okay, along with that, you have this things in mind and chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna. So that's done. We are done with today's class. I didn't have a video today because we already had a role play and I thought it will be late, but we ended at 7. So we can have a
Hare
discussion.
Krishna, Mataji, I have the video.
Which one?
First video. It is for today or it is yesterday?
Which is that, a Prabhupada's?
Is the individual? It is done yesterday.
That was yesterday's. Today I didn't get any video because I thought